Hey you guys, it's me Diego, and today I'm here with a video showing you guys how to implement the new powered up system onto the new Lego Crocodile Locomotive set 10277. Before I do this, there's just some things I want to go over before doing this. First, know that this conversion, it's the official way that Lego has you converting this into the powered up system. It is expensive. The battery box alone is $50. The remote is $23, and this motor alone is $40. So, all in all, you're looking at about $113 worth of extra extra things you have to purchase in order to have this running. Now, of course, if you already have the motor, the battery box and the remote for another train, then you can just buy the motor itself, and so it's an additional cost. But it's something to look, to think about, especially if this is your first Lego train and it's your first time wanting to put in a layout. If you don't have any of the Lego powered up system, there's a heavy investment to look into. This motor, I forget the number. I believe it's 80013, but I'll make a correction if it's not. But basically, this is the way to convert it. Now, there's this Lego train motor, and you may be wondering if you can use this, and the answer is you cannot, only because the Crocodile train is made in a way that it's custom, and so you can't just fit this in here, so you have to use a specific motor. But without further ado, I'll show you guys how to do it. Shouldn't be too hard, but it may be a little hard just doing it behind the camera. So let me move this off to the side. Okay, so the first thing you actually want to do is actually remove the top here, just like if you're opening it up. And what you want to do is you want to pull out the little place where the minifigures sit, your conductor and engineer, and push this off to the side. You'll actually need some of these pieces, but I'll get to that in a little bit. The next thing you want to do is actually disconnect this part, the front end of the train, from the middle part. Now this can be a little tricky because there is a pin system in here, and it makes it a little tough. Okay, I got it. You just have to be careful sometimes, because if you pull this out, you can actually pull out the pin that goes along with it, and so it can be a little tedious to put it back. But you just put this off to the side. Okay, and so the next thing to do is remove this front brown piece from the locomotive, and you'll actually end up popping these two gray pieces, the 1x8s, off, and that's fine. Just move this off to the side. Okay, and finally, you've got this front. I don't know what to call it, but basically it's this little assembly that you made during the instructions. You can take this off because that's how you actually get the motor inside of it. Now, before getting too far, what you want to do is take this, the part you pulled out, and in the bottom, when you were building it, there were two pins you installed. And when you first build it, you may wonder what are these for, since they don't really actually seem to connect to anything. And what they're for is actually the motor. So if you have the motor, you don't have to invest in getting the other pins. This one's a little tough to get out. Give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, this pin just took a lot longer to get out. It was really stuck in there. But anyways, what you want to do now is grab your motor and attach the pins to the, you can see this little cross. You can attach one on the left and one on the right. Just like that. Okay. Now what I'll actually do is I'll tilt the engine so you can see it. Oh man, yeah, okay. So it's a little hard to tell in there, but you can see that yellow axle piece, and so this is what's going to go into it. And so all you need to do is just bring it, and you're going to see that there's pins next to the yellow piece, or the place where the pins go into, and you'll click it in there. Again, this is going to be a little hard because of camera and trying to make sure I don't break anything, just like that. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's in there. It's snugly fit in there, and so that means once you have it connected, it should be good. And you should feel some initial resistance when trying to move it. That's because the motor is inside of there, and so you can tell it's good. And now you'll bring your battery box and you will attach it to there. Speaking of the battery box, okay. So what you want to do here is take these 2x2s with one pin on the middle and remove them. Let me use this brick separator. Yeah, there's one. Okay. And what you want to do is place them up at the front, right here in this configuration, like so. And then finally, you'll just attach the motor to the battery box. It doesn't matter which one you hook it into, just as long as you remember on the remote. And you're just basically going to slip the battery box in here, like so. And just try to tidy the cables a little bit so that they don't get in the way. Alright, finally you just bring this piece you took off earlier and just put it back in there. Alright, and press it in. Okay, and then just, again, the front window piece, you just place it back how it was to begin with. You may, there we go. Okie dokie. And so once it's in there, it's pretty much set. At this point, what you can do is you can put the top of it back on. It should fit snugly. And then just bring the front part to it. Oh, actually, yeah. Get to that. Let's see. And then just make sure you attach it properly, which again, it can be a little hard. Okay, so to actually run this, all you need to do is just open it up. Hit the power button on both of them. They should sync up, and you see the color there. You can actually change the color by pressing the button, and it'll change the color on both the engine and that. I usually like to keep it in green, just to know it's good. Okay, and so now all you need to do is just basically, that's there you go. And so basically it's running. Yeah, there you go. Just trying not to run it too much. So that's pretty much how you can incorporate the powered up system. You'll basically have this leftover piece, and you won't be able to put the minifigures in there anymore. And so that is kind of a trade-off. But again, if you're putting this on a layout, you may put the minifigures on somewhere else on the train and everything. But I'll make a video on this train actually running on my layout and show you guys how it does. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys found this video helpful in how to add powered up system to the Lego Crocodile locomotive. So if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, leave a like, and so thank you. See you guys next time.